I prefer film.
I prefer the film adaptation of a story. I like being able to watch the filmed versions of like the comic stories. They're interesting, and I never really was a big comics reader, so the films really drew me in.
I really prefer the movies. I read comics from time to time, but it's just easier to watch a movie.
I prefer the film version as it's easier to follow for me.
My favorite superhero is Batman, and I guess the favorite Batman was the one with the Joker, played by the Australian actor whose name I'm spacing on right now.
Probably Thor. All Thor movies.
My favorite superhero series would probably be The Flash from DC Comics. This series was really fun to watch as it was entertaining, and it always kept part of it fast, and it wasn't hard to follow.
I think it does take some liberties with the comics. Honestly, I feel like I get more of a sense of the characters in the movie than I do in the comics.
I would hope it's accurate to the comic books. I'm gonna say, yeah, they're pretty accurate because fans love them so much.
There's definitely some discrepancies for the comics and the movies. It's definitely not all true to the actual comic books.
Noticing the differences from the comic, I see that the comic characters just look different. The comic book character Flash has blonde hair, meanwhile the version in the movies has usually a dark blonde or brown.
I think the first superhero movie I remember watching was Batman, but this was the Batman of the 60s when it was kind of a joke series. So it was not the dark, very dramatic Batman that we know today.
The first superhero movie I remember seeing was Captain America.
Probably the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
The first one I probably ever watched was probably Superman, and that's the first one I remember watching. Maybe something before then I watched it.
I'm really looking forward to Avengers Infinity War because it's the culmination of everything that's been going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's going to be amazing.
Avengers Infinity War is coming out next year, and then part 2 the year after.
The season 4 of Flash is coming out now, and I'm excited to watch it when it all comes out.
Oh boy. You know, my favorite character is actually Zippy the Pinhead. He's an independent comic book character, and I would love to see a movie of Zippy the Pinhead.
Well, I'm pretty happy with the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series. If they could have other characters from the cinematic universe come in and make a cameo within the show, that'd be pretty awesome.
Most characters I know do already have a movie or series, so can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
I hope Batman gets a TV series because he, I know, has a lot of fans, and I know my friends really like him.